Hello and welcome to One India News. I am Akash and I am back with the highlights of the Tokyo Olympics 2020. Day number six is now gone, and let's talk about how the day was for India. Well, bad news coming in for all the fans of Mary Kom, as unfortunately that she has crashed out of the Olympics. Now, the six-time world champion Mary Kom pursued for the second Olympic medal ended in the pre-quarterfinal of the Tokyo Olympic 2020 Games as she went down to 2016 edition bronze medalist Ingrid Valencia in a fiery fought battle. Now, the 38-year-old, who is a multiple-time Asian champion and a bronze winner from the 2012 London Olympic, lost 2-3 to the Colombian in what could have been her final Olympic bout. Valencia grabbed the upper hand when she clinched the opening round 4-1. Mary Kom fought back to claim the second and the third round by 2-3 margin, but the slender edge that Valencia took in the opening round titled the score in her favor, and thus bringing Mary Kom's dream to bring one more Olympic medal back to India to an end. And now from boxing, let's move into badminton. Good news coming in as PV Sindhu has now moved into the quarterfinals. She defeated Denmark's Mia Benchlift to advance to the quarterfinals of the women's single event at the Tokyo Olympic, and the world number 7 Sindhu got the better of world number 12 by 21-15, 21-13 in 41 minutes to make to the last 8. In the first game, Sindhu began with a couple of errors, both before the 13 seeded threw in a bunch of error herself for the Indian to lead 4-2. Now, Sindhu then began to getting her rhythm back into the match a little bit better than the Dane, and both players exchanged body smashes. But from 6-4 onward, the Indian won 5 of the next 7 points, and going into the break with a lead of 11-6, thanks to a big inside out for forehand smash. Now, after the break, Mia began to get into the game from 13-6 down. She won the next 5 points, appearing to target Sindhu's backhand side of the court with smashes and long lifts before going into the finish of the point. And she also used her touch to drag Sindhu towards and out of the position on multiple occasions. And while the high-risk strategy did come with some success, it also resulted in few errors. 4 of such errors helped Sindhu move ahead to 16-12 before she again fought back, taking the charge of point to cut the deficit to 16-15. Now, Sindhu carried her momentum into the second game, where she ran off to a 5-0 lead before an incorrect judge of the leave helped the Dane get back on the scoreboard, while now the Denmark player continued to catch Sindhu out of the position with her drops and down with the line smashes. She also gave up several points easily with her error, and this time Sindhu didn't let the Dane get as much close as she did in the first game, and she stayed way ahead of her from a 16-11 on, and she won the next 4 points, and aided by the errors from the Dane at the net and at the back of the court. The first 2 of Sindhu's 9 match points went by before she deflected a body shot with a short backhand winner to seal her victory and moving into the quarterfinals of the women's single at the Tokyo Olympics 2020. So good news there. And another good news coming in from archery, as Atanu Ghosh has now advanced into the round of 16, and he stunned South Korea's Oh Jin-hang 6-5 to enter the pre-quarterfinals of the archery men's individual event. The early proceedings of the match were very much into the side of the Korean. In the first set, Oh shot 2 9s and an 8 at a total of 26. Atanu only managed 2 8s and a 9 to lose the set by just 1 point. In the second set, Oh shot 10 9 and 8 for a total of 27. Atanu shot 3 9s to split the honors in that set. Now, O led the match 3-1 at that point of time. In the third set, both archers shot the exact same score to a split point again. And now O was leading the match by 4-2 at this point of time. Now, O's poor fourth set allowed Atanu to get back into the match. The Korean shot 9, 7, and a 6 for a total point of 22, while Atanu shot 10, 9, and 8 for 27, leveling the match 4-4 to keep his Tokyo campaign alive. Now, in the fifth set, both O and Atanu shot 10 and 2 9s for a total of 28. Now, tied at 5-5, the match went into a single arrow shoot-off, and O shot a 9 and Atanu shot a 10 to seal his victory. So what a nail-biter match there by Atanu Das. And now moving on to hockey, and good news here coming in for the men's team as India beat Argentina 3-1 to enter the quarterfinals. Now, after being goalless for at least 2 quarters, India broke the deadlock in the 43rd minutes through Varun Kumar before Vivek, Sagar Prasad and Harmanpreet Singh struck in the closing minutes of the match to seal the contest. Now, Argentina's only goal came from a penalty corner conversion in the 48th minute. Now, by the virtue of this win, India have consolidated their position in the second spot of Pool A with 3 wins and a loss in their 4 matches, and they are right now behind Australia. Argentina currently are struggling at the 5th spot in the 16 pool and need to beat New Zealand in their final prelim match on Friday to stay in the hunt for the quarterfinal berth. Now, the top 4 will make to the last 8 stage from each group. India will play host Japan in their final pool match on Friday. Now, let's move on to shooting and 25-meter pistol women's qualification precision over here. Manu, Bhaker and Rahi, Sarnobat, they both finished 5th and 25th spot respectively in the first qualification stage. The second rapid stage will be on Friday, and they take 30 shots in the precision and 30 shots in the rapid also. So we need to see that how the shooters are going to ace on Friday. Coming to boxing now, men's super heavyweight round of 16 over here. Satish Kumar beat Ricardo Brown of Jamaica by a split 4-1 decision to advance. Moving on, let's talk about golf over here. Anirban Lahiri was tied 8th the end of the first of the 4 round after an impressive 4 under 64, while Udin Mane was 60th after cutting 5 over 76. Moving into sailing, let's talk about men's skiff 49er first over here. KC Ganapathy and Varun Thakkar have finished 7th in race number 6 out of 12, and they are currently in the 17th position overall out of 19 teams. So moving on, let's talk about men's 1-person dinghy laser over here. Vishnu Saravanan finished 23rd in race number 8 out of 10, and he is currently positioned in the 23rd position overall. Coming on to, let's talk about women's 1-person dinghy laser radial over here. Nethra Kumanan finished 20th in race number 8 out of 10, and she is currently placed on the 31st position overall. Now coming on to rowing over here, Arjun Lal and Arvind Singh finished 11th in the lightweight men's sculls final B, which is India's highest ever finish in the event. So good news coming in as far as we talk about rowing. And now let's talk about swimming over here in the men's 100 butterfly heats. Sajjan Prakash finished 2nd in his heat, and he is on the 46th overall position. So that is how the India's performance was on day number 6. Now let's talk about some international news from Tokyo Olympics 2020 and world number 1. Yes, world number 1, Novak Djokovic has defeated the home favorite Ki Nishikohori of Japan 6-2, 6-0 to enter the medal round of the Olympic tennis tournament. With this win, the top-seeded Serbian now has taken a step closer towards the much talked about Golden Slam. A gold at the Tokyo and a triumph in the US Open later this year will make Novak Djokovic, who has already won the Australian Open, the French Open, and the Wimbledon this year, the first men's tennis player to achieve the feat. Now, Steffi Graf in 1988 was the only tennis player to achieve the Golden Slam by winning all the 4 Grand Slam tournament and the Olympic gold in the same calendar year. Now, Novak Djokovic semi-final opponent will be either Alexander Zverev of Germany or Jeremy Chari of France. So that needs to be seen. Now, a little bit of controversy also struck Tokyo Olympics 2020 when a German cycling coach was found giving some racial slur, and after that, the sporting director of the German Cycling Federation has been told to return home from Tokyo Olympic after being caught on camera making racist remarks during the Wednesday's men's Olympic road time trial. The German team said this on Thursday. Now, according to an official statement, the team leadership at the Olympic game in the Tokyo has decided that Patrick Moster cannot continue his work as national team leader cycling and will return to Germany. Now, Moster was caught on camera while making these remarks during the road time trial event as he tried to urge on one of the German cyclists. So a little bit of controversy there. Now, moving on from this to another big story as far as Tokyo is concerned. So the International Olympic Committee's medical director has said that COVID-19 cases at the Tokyo Games are not burdening the city's medical system. The officials said that from July 1st through Wednesday, 198 people accredited for the Tokyo Games have tested positive of COVID-19, including 23 athletes. 3 of the new cases that came on Wednesday were athletes who were staying at the Olympic Village. Now, Olympic organizers say that 2 among of these 198 people have received hospital treatment. Neither of these 2 are in severe condition. Now, meanwhile, Tokyo has reported 3,177 new COVID cases on Wednesday, setting an all-time high and exceeding the 3,000 for the very first time. So a little bit of grim situation there as far as COVID is concerned there in Tokyo. Now, and finally, let's take a look at how the medal tally looks like at the end of day 6. Now, USA tops the list of the medal tally with 38 medals, with 14 gold, 14 silver, and 10 bronze. China is at the second position with 31 medals, 15 gold, 7 silver, 9 bronze. Russia has now moved up to the third position with 28 medals, 8 gold, 11 silvers, and 9 bronze, while host Japan are now on the fourth position as far as the medal tally goes with 25 bronze. Meanwhile, India has now slipped down to 46th position in the medals tally, just having 1 silver thanks to Mirabai Chanu. So a good day for badminton and hockey, but an unfortunate day for all the fans of Mary Kom that she has crashed out of Tokyo Olympics 2020. And unfortunately, this could be the last that we see Mary Kom in Olympic ring. Well, that's all we have today in the day 6 highlight of Tokyo Olympics. If you like this video, don't forget to like and share this video. And also, if you haven't subscribed to One India News YouTube channel as of yet, please do so by clicking the bell icon and also getting the notifications of all the videos that we publish on our channel. Well, that's all for in this edition of